The third season of Demon Slayer will commence with our protagonist Tanjiro journeying to the Swordsmith Village to get his sword fixed. Since the swords are the most vital for the Demon Slayer Association, the location of this town is a tightly guarded secret. Without it, the Demon Slayers can't receive their Nichiren swords, which are the only reliable means to destroy the demons. Unfortunately, when Tanjiro is visiting the settlement, some demons get a taste of its whereabouts and launch a full-fledged assault on it. To make matters worse, the gang of demons comprise two upper moons, notably Hantengu and Gyoko. These two demons have come to destroy the village, and although Tanjiro has Muichiro Tokito, the Mist Hashira's backing, they still may not be good enough to win the battle, especially when they have also to safeguard a whole village that is crucial to the survival of the demon slayers. Moreover, one of the demons can generate replicas of itself and even heal instantly. So the demon slayers are not only outpowered, but also outnumbered. How will this battle play out? We can't wait to find out for ourselves where it will start.
Also comment down your subscriber rank and I'll pick a random winner who will receive a Nichiren keychain as a prize.
After the triumph of the entertainment district, which left Tengen with an eye and a hand, the four characters continue to make their way towards Swordsmith Village. There, they hope to locate someone who would be able to fix the damage done to Tanjiro's sword during the combat against the upper rank 6 demons. After describing what had transpired, the gang leaves Tanjiro's sword with Hataru Hanganezuka, the bladesmith who initially created the weapon that Tanjiro presently wields. Unfortunately for him, while the weapon is still being repaired, the village is attacked by a massive horde of demons, and included in their ranks are 1 or 2 members of the remaining 12 Kizuki. The group has dramatically diminished since the main antagonist went on a ruthless murder rampage in Season 1 and took out all the lower-ranking members. One of the high-ranking demons that the gang faces can divide itself into 4 and nearly rapidly heal from any strikes against them. Fortunately, Tanjiro and Co are not left alone to battle the monsters and rescue the hamlet. The Mist Hashira, Muichiro Tokita, and another member of the Demon Slayer Corps, Genya Shinazagawa, jump in before things get too out of hand for the 4 heroes. The Love Hashira, Mitsuri Kanroji, also stops in to provide a helpful hand. It'll be fascinating to watch how successful the teenage Demon Slayers manage their next confrontation with more strong members of the 12 Kizuki in Demon Slayer Season 3. The Love and Mist of Hashira join the fight. So far, Tanjiro has interacted with 4 of the 9 Hashira in Demon Slayer. While Tanjiro remains at the hamlet to have his sword restored, he meets 2 other Hashira, Muichiro Tokito, the Mist Hashira, and Mitsuri Kanroji, the Love Hashira. Mitsuri is happy to meet Tanjiro, and Muichiro is as aloof as ever. In the arc, more information will be given about the 2 Hashira. Muichiro is unintentionally cold and frequently acts on reasoning. Acting on what he feels is of the utmost importance. But he wasn't always this way. When he became a Hashira, Muichiro had lost his memories, leaving behind a tragic past that would soon come back. As for the Love Hashira, most people would shrug off Mitsuri as not being a danger, yet she is immensely powerful with her ability to make her muscles 8 times denser. Similar to Muichiro, her history will also be disclosed, including her troubles finding a marriage. This arc will offer viewers the chance to observe the 2 Hashira battle alongside Tanjiro and his comrades. Genya's past comes to light. Genya is initially presented in Season 1 as a hot-headed and mean-spirited demon slayer. Unfortunately, Tanjiro and Genya don't start off on the right foot, with Tanjiro breaking his arm in the final selection when he grabbed Kanada's hair. Genya hasn't been in Demon Slayer a lot, but all of that will change in the upcoming arc. He and his brother, the Wind Hashira, Sanemi Shinazugawa, share a troubled relationship. In fact, Sanemi appears to actually dislike his brother, but it hadn't always been like this. This arc will uncover what occurred in their history, as well as why precisely Genya can't be a Hashira. Nezuko discovers a new ability. Ever since Nezuko was converted into a demon, it has been Tanjiro's job to discover a means to restore her back to human form. Slowly, he recognized that there was something about Nezuko that made her distinct from other demons. Aside from her extraordinary self-control over her appetite for people, Nezuko's blood demon art is unique. She had used exploding blood to help strengthen Tanjiro's blade to help beat Rui, and she was able to heal Tengen after he had been seriously damaged. But that's not all. Nezuko has another power that will reveal why precisely Muzan opted to convert her into a demon rather than kill her. However, the revelation of this talent will put her in great danger than before. The demons in the Swordsmith Village arc. Tanjiro has seen his fair share of powerful demons and faced off against both upper and lower rank demons, with Daki and Gyutaro being the most recent enemies he clashed with. The community becomes targeted by Hantengu, who is in upper rank 4, and Gyoko, who is in upper rank 5. As both of these demons are of a greater level than Daki and Gyutaro, it'll be tough beating the pair of them, even with the Love and Mist Hashira present. Hantengu's power stems from his capacity to clone himself, with each clone being equally as strong as his parent form. Gyoko prides himself on being an artist, yet his artwork is cruel and disgusting, with him exploiting people's bodies to construct his notion of what art should look like. Yorichi's past. In the Swordsmith Village arc, you finally are going to discover more about the first demon slayer, Yorichi Sugikuni. Yorichi's strength, as demonstrated later on in the manga, is truly monstrous, and by no means could a person of this age match it. While in the town, Tanjiro encounters Kotetsu, who is responsible for keeping a mechanical duplicate of Yorichi, dubbed Yorichi Type 0, intact. But a weird thing about the doll is that it has 6 hands instead of 2. What? Yorichi has 6 hands! No, of course not. Yorichi's motions were so rapid and forceful that a typical mechanical doll with only 2 upper limbs won't be able to imitate them. It is thought that Yorichi's breathing method was so perfect that his followers weren't able to master it and instead ended up establishing their own. Muichiro asks Kotetsu if he might practice with the doll, but he declines since he isn't sure he'd be able to mend it if it got messed up. Kotetsu revealed that he is an only child, and his father's abrupt death made him unable to master all the skills necessary to maintain the doll in a functioning condition. Muichiro utterly ignores Kotetsu's appeal and violently snatches the key from the doll. While practicing, he fractures one of the arms of the doll. Upon viewing the state of the doll, Kotetsu is both enraged and sad. He is filled with emotion and goes away weeping. Tanjiro, worried about Kotetsu, pursues him and climbs onto a tree where he is seated. Kotetsu admits that he genuinely isn't certain about being able to master the skills necessary to mend the doll alone. Tanjiro, being the master pep talker that he is, urges him to do whatever is within his capabilities in order to obtain the skills necessary to mend the doll. Tanjiro says that even if he is unable to completely grasp the procedures of doll creation, he may pass along his knowledge, and someone in the future would undoubtedly be able to achieve what he couldn't. Yorichi's sword. Kotetsu goes back to the doll and is somehow able to make it function again. Kotetsu tells Tanjiro to practice with the doll and become even stronger than Muichiro in his quest. Kotetsu's mind roams about, and he is also ending up teaching Tanjiro a few insults he may use against Muichiro when he overcomes him. Tanjiro practices with the dummy and after hours of work is ultimately able to chop its head off the body. Tanjiro feels exhausted as well as excited, but something doesn't appear to be right off the doll's construction. The center of the doll is hollow with a sword protruding out of it. Kotetsu investigates the swords and claims that the sword belongs to Yorichi himself and that Tanjiro may be able to make use of it. As they are chatting, Hanganezuka jumps out of nowhere, drowning in rage, and declares that the sword is his. Kotetsu and Tanjiro fight his attempts, but he ends up snatching the blade from the hands of Tanjiro while swirling it around. Gozo Kanamori, another swordsmith, emerges behind Hanganezuka and tickles him on the side to calm him down. After Hanganezuka is calmed down, Kanamori tells him that Hanganezuka has been working incredibly hard on developing his swordsmithing talents in order to build an even better sword for Tanjiro. The burst of wrath earlier was only a consequence of the envy he felt seeing another swordsmith blade in Tanjiro's hand. Talk about being thin-skinned. The long wait will be ended as Swordsmith Village arc is expected to premiere in April 2023. There is also good news for all the anime enthusiasts, namely that when the anime is broadcast on TV, it will be a 1-hour special instead of the regular 22-minute programming. Be ready for a wonderful experience, as the tale from here on out is going to take you on a roller coaster of emotions. Don't only wait for the season to arrive. Till then, revisit all the past episodes of Season 1 and 2. With this, I'm signing off. Don't forget to leave and like, and do share this with all your Demon Slayer fans.